Saturday, a little before dinner, and as promised, I'm going to be looking at one of my personal favorites, but as of right now, has never showed up on the brew review. But before I do that, I want to say a big thank you. NYHalfassprepper got another package out from behind the Iron Curtain. Sent a couple of things that he knows that I really like that I can't get around here. Appreciate that. And a couple things for review. South Tier Black Water Series Cream Brulee, a stout brewed with vanilla beans. And if you remember, it's right here, I have done a review on their porter. Whew, this stuff is good. This stuff was an excellent porter. The problem is I've been told I can't drink this one, which I don't know if I'm gonna follow that rule or not, because last time Ms. Bomey made her shepherd's pie, she used this in it, and it was one of her favorite batches of shepherd's pie. So, oh, sorry, I got the dangler. So I'm expecting a lot out of this one. I want to do this one soon. And 21st Amendment Brewery, Bitter American. This could be good so far, with the exception of the organic. They've really been doing good. And then my man Hefty 67. I'm just gonna leave this vague. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I don't know how you pulled this off. I kind of put them in order of alcohol content, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to review them in that order, because the one that actually has the least amount of alcohol is the one that, just because of the damn name of it, is the one I kind of want to do first. Optical Illusion Almost Pale Ale from Flying Monkey. Somebody else out there that'll think that's funny too. Flying Monkey, haha, yeah. Let's see, like I said, at the latest, I want to say this one was just shy of 5%. I don't remember where I saw it. Then Hophead India Pale Ale. This one came in at a 5.6. Little Scrapper IPA at 6%. Aphrodisiac, and most of everything else on here is in French, 6.5%. Heartstopper, 7.5%. And last but not least, I have no idea, Stout at 9.5%. So somebody, now I don't know of these, my good friend, if you've tried any of these, or you just, they all sound like something that I like. I know I lean more towards the really hoppy stuff, but every now and then it's, nice to switch gears and go in something like the porters or the stouts. This is Lion Stout, and this is 8.8%. This is a very heavy hitter. I noticed over the years, as far as experimenting goes, a lot of times I've found that you can kind of knock down that perception of the alcohol by letting it warm up just a little bit. But right now I'm not in the mood for warm beer, so this is nice and cold. And then after that, I picked up some more of that Hefeweizen. So it's gonna be a good Saturday night. And here is how it looks. Uh-oh. Good head. probably right after I get done hogging the camera, Ms. Bomey wants to put those anti-rotation trigger and hammer pin set in the AR. So, okay, let's just get to this. Anybody that's had this, it's a good beer. A decent price for what it is, I think. Got a lot of roasted malt with a coffee and chocolate flavors to it, and they're not. None of them are really overdone. It's just a great blend. This is also, because I didn't mention it. Blah, 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 blah. Where it was from again. Brewed and bottled, the Lion Brewery. And I thought this was Belgium. Imported Kalamazoo. It's imported to Kalamazoo, Michigan. So, yeah, that was a lot of worthless information right there. Lion Stout. Well, even though right now this is icy cold, I'm not really being overwhelmed by that 8.8%. You just get that really nice malted, the malt and the chocolate and the coffee, all with that subtle roasted flavor to it. And I don't know why, but this has kind of always been one of my favorites. Well, I think I alluded to a funny story. I in my previous life, where my house was, I was just up the street from a pretty impressive liquor store. The gentleman that owned it was, kind of like me. He actually had a beer club where we'd get together and sample. He'd pull out like 3 or 4 beers on a night, and we'd all get a little bit, and we'd discuss what we liked and what we didn't like about them. Bring a piece of paper and write it down so you could go back and get some, or just buy some when you left. And this was like one of the things, and I was like, you're not there guzzling them down left and right, and I had probably a glass of it. And I was like, oh, that's really good. I had to get me some of that, so I bought a 6-pack of it, and had it at home in the fridge, and I think it was in there for like the week. And the following weekend, the wife was gone, and the kids. Everybody was. It was like me and the Jack Russell. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put a steak on the grill and have me my first session with the Lion Stout. And I fired up the first one and drank it pretty fast. Grabbed another one, drank that one. I think I finished that one and decided it'd probably be, it's pretty smart to maybe think about eating. And I ran out and, it's a charcoal grill. Fired up the briquettes and got those going. And I had drank my third one, and I was sitting on the couch watching a movie with the dog, and it's like the third one was gone, and I jumped up to go grab another one and trailed right off and walked straight into the door jamb that divided our family room and the kitchen. It's like, yeah, it's about time to get some food in my system. So going on three of these in a very short order. Will mess you up on an empty stomach. Unless you're a professional like Wonder Birdman, then it doesn't even matter. Well, Lion Stout. Got those good roasted malts and so I'm standing here and it's gone and I'm depressed. On the tail end of it, it is very refined and smooth, but you're probably gonna pick up a little bit more of the coffee on the end of it. It's kind of like you get the roasted malt and the chocolate a little bit more in the beginning, and it trails off towards the end there. And if depending on what your personal taste is on really cold, or I like when I do a review on something that I like and I bought, means I have more than one of them. Not sounding a whiner, but that has to be the most depressing part when someone sends you something that's just an exceptional beer, and you know that when that one's gone, that's it. And I've had some less than stellar videos because of that. It's like, okay, you're halfway through it, and all of a sudden you realize you're acting like an idiot, or you said the wrong thing. There's no going back. You can't get that liquid genie back in the bottle. So, E-scale. Might be unfair, but it's almost like maybe Bulwark 1911. He keeps razzing me, and he's right. I've just been so damn busy to think about sitting down and trying to organize this stuff. He always recommends that I organize, put a playlist together, and put, like, say, IPAs and stouts and everything in individual playlists, which would also probably help me to go back when I want to give my, maybe in a couple months I'll do my top 5 brews in the last 4 months, kind of a thing. It's a smart thing. Maybe Bulwark, if you want to come down here and organize my shit, that would really be helpful, because in some days it's just enough to be able to get some time to answer some comments. I get so far behind and start going through comments and find something from somebody, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna think I suck because they left a comment like 4 days ago and I'm just finding it now. Oops. Oof. But I was saying, this is one of those ones where you may or may not want to experiment a little bit with it. The first time I had this, I wasn't quite into. I mean, that story I just told you, that goes back almost 20 years. First time I ever had this, so I wasn't quite into the hoppiness and stuff like that. That was mostly domestics, and this kind of was like the start of the obsession into. It's like, if you're not into beers and just the experience itself, it's just looking at this video going, what a dumbass. I personally, with this one, I that night, the first time I kind of had it, I was kind of following the recommendations from the guy that owned the liquor store that kind of ran our little group, and he recommended that you take it out of a regular refrigerator and set it on the counter for 15-20 minutes, just to let it take a little bit of the edge off on the chill, and it would kind of come into his own. And this particular stout, I can tell you, has a distinctive range in flavors from having it really cold to letting it warm up just a little bit. And this one, the primary reason that this one was allowed to warm up just a little bit is it kind of knocked that high alcohol off. But It's not really bothering me right now. We just get a really nice, almost that roasted malt at the beginning has, I don't know if it's like a caramel or a molasses, just kind of an initial sweet little hit, and then straight on into the chocolate and the coffee, and then ending with the coffee. What are we going to look at next? Oh, never did give the e-scale thing. Do I consider this obsessional, or have I just grown so accustomed to drinking it that I really, really like it? You know, I'm going there, and it's my shindig, so I'm actually going to throw the Lion Stout, officially my highest, and yeah, I caught me, it must have been the alcohol. The Dogfish Head I gave an 8.02. So when I said 7.5 for the Pocos or however it was pronounced, I was wrong. But I am officially giving the Lion Stout an 8.5. It's just a good beer. So Lion Stout, 8.5 on the E scale. And what should we look at next? Got that pale ale from them. Got a bunch of stuff in here from New York Half-Ass-Prepper that I've been putting off. Let's do this. Let's look at Cabin Fever Brown Ale from New Holland Brewery. Why not, huh? I didn't even realize this was back there. 6% by volume. I'm going to throw that in the online deck. And gonna get out of here. Clean the countertop off there a little bit, workspace, and make room so that Miss Bomey can come and throw those zombie anti-rotation pins in that she was given from Athron 1, my crazy brother. Why in the hell aren't you over here watching these? This is, well, not this. I don't know it. Was it Pabst? Whatever, you have probably actually do have that brew hat, and there was a guy, he recommended that too. Those are funny. So, okay. Don't want to make this, actually, you know what, I don't really give a shit how long it takes. You know why? Because you are in control of your own destiny. You can click delete and never open the notification up. You could watch half of it, and you could watch the whole thing. So you should need to go to your own mirror and complain to yourself if you watch too much of it and you're upset, because I don't give a shit. I have my beer and I'm happy. It's Saturday night. I got some gun parts in. Put a set of, should have brought it down here, but I like to keep the firearms to a minimum when there's alcohol involved. But got a sweet set of rosewood custom grips for the Ruger Vaquero, chambered in .44 Magnum, may I add. That's badass. Supposed to go shooting today. Today, anyone that's heard me talk about it, it's Saturday. Big event here in town. We got Grandma's Marathon, probably one of the largest single day of, I think, well, it is the largest single day event that happens in this shithole town, and that was today. So us resis, you don't want to go anywhere downtown or up the North Shore. Ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna be moving around. So just stay home and drink. So yeah. Back to the weather. I think between now and Tuesday, we could get up to 6 inches of water. Shit, sounds like I live in Seattle, for God's sake. So that put the kibosh on that. Miss Bomey's all pissed off. She wanted to shoot that with the new muzzle brake on it. Alex 357 has that, and it's loud as hell and very disturbing to the people around. And all she could say is, "That's exactly what I want." Her damn guns and her Harley Davidson all have to be as noisy as possible. But I really wanted to get out there and shoot because I have not shot the Vaquero yet. I have not shot the P99. Wanted to shoot the G27 with the laser on it. See how that does. Well, it kind of turned into a mini after party bitch session, but you know, like I said, right now you can quit. There's nothing more. I mean, we already talked about this. This was good. This got a 8.5, highest damn rating so far. So, you know, consider it done, you know. Take off. Whatever you want. On the other hand, I like to cater to the people with no life like myself, and just Chuck suggested I should do a 2-hour version of this. And probably not a problem. Maybe, I don't know, about 2 hours of steadily getting rid of this at the same time. That would be a very interesting. That'd probably be like one of those ones where, like, following day I'd take the camera and download it and go, oh my god, that's never gonna happen. I had one of those. I don't remember even what it was. It was something that I bought, and it was kind of like break my own rules of something I hadn't had, but it really looked good. So like I came home and popped one open, and oh yeah, this is gonna be fun to do a review on. And then somewhere in there I had a couple more, and then maybe some more, and then it was down to there was only one left. Oh, similar story. That happened with some beer that Widmore Brothers, actually, that Ray, STL Ray Edwards, sent me. Yeah, I guess they're almost identical stories, so I can just switch right now, and it really doesn't matter if I never finish the other story. So Ray sends me this 6-pack, right? And he's always on video chat drinking this damn Widmore Brothers beer, going, oh, oh, Eric, you should try this. Well, so he sends it to me, and it's like I open up the package, and it was, it was winter, so it was already nice and cold. So I had one standing there at the counter opening up the box, and I was like, oh, damn, man, this is awesome. Shit, I wish I would have saved that too. Ray, I don't even remember what the hell one you sent me. So I drank that one and proceeded to drink another one, and I drank another one, and I think I jumped on chat, and you were Ray, you were on that night, and I went to the fridge, and I saw another one. I just had to have it, and I drank it, and I went back to the fridge just to count and double check, and I realized that between opening the box and that moment in time, I had drank all 6 of them. It was like, shit, I never did the review on this. That was pretty good stuff too. And for some reason, I want to say that I've found three different things from Widmore Brothers around here. That the one I'm going to be having some more of in a little bit, and I don't remember what the other one was, but it wasn't the one that Ray sent me. I've liked everything I've had from them, but that one was like obviously some kind of a problem, or maybe I have some kind of a problem. No, could be me. It must be the beer. So, yeah, I better call this quits, and before I use up all the battery, because Miss Boney won't be too happy if in the middle of putting her anti-rotation pins in, the camera dies. That would be bad news. So, guys, enjoy your Saturday night. I would have had a lot more fun knowing that when I was doing this review, I had just gotten home from the shack and put a bunch of 9, 40, 357, 44, and 223 downrange. I actually haven't even shot that thing since all the work got done to the trigger on it. That really right now has a really nice trigger. It scales between 4 and 4 1/4. And there was some concern with the light primer strikes, and in the video that I did on that, there was a lot of comments. Nobody was rude. Everybody actually had done a similar JP Enterprise spring swap, and some of them were experiencing some light primer strikes and failed the fires. And I don't know if it's just a coincidence of the ammo I have. I don't have any military surplus, and sometimes those primers can be just a little bit more beefy. But as of right now, I think she's probably dumped more than 300 rounds through that. I mean dumped. The woman does not know the word restraint at all. And to think that she initially wanted a Beowulf. Good luck. I have to take out a second mortgage just to buy ammo for the damn thing. So, sorry, I digress again. So, enjoy your Saturday night. And I'm out of here. I'll see a few of you in a couple of hours. Yeah. If you see this, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And Hefty 67. Oh my God, man! Every single thing that you sent there looks like it could be right up there on the chart. So, I will talk to you guys. I'm pretty good for a Sunday. Usually those happen somewhere between 7 a.m. and 8. So, you guys have a good night. Out of here.